This one is shocking. I haven't said much about this until now because it's trying to evaluate the situation, what happened, and I cannot explain it completely, so I don't know. So just hear me out. It's my best guess of what happened. This is 100% true. Back on December, let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to get the exact dates because I had to have Brother Raleigh help me. On December 2nd, 2022, this year, I may have been rippled through time. I may have time traveled again. I don't know. Something happened. And the fact that you now would, okay, here's what happened. I was in Bishop, California, and I went to bed on the December 2nd. And woke up on December 3rd, and my driver's side mirror had, like Mandela affected, changed, where it literally looked like it had been burnt by sun exposure for 5 to 10 years. Kid you not. I can no longer see now using my driver's side mirror. And so it's like in the vehicle, like the Back to the Future time machine, that it sat somewhere, like facing the sun, where the sun could bleach the mirror. I have never seen this ever. Now, Brother Raleigh, he used to work in auto parts, selling like the Napa stores and stuff. He did this for like 5 years, and he said he'd never seen this. Look at people's vehicles, people having to place mirrors. He said, so he is actually going to do more research and ask some junkyards if, how long it takes to expose a mirror. And, he's going to explain to someone, send him photographs to this. I'm going to show the mirror. Yeah, and I'm just giving the preface of this, so I can't talk. My God, I'm just cold and exhausted. I am blown away. So I'm going to show you that. I'm talking more about this. Look at this. Now, this is my mother, and I love her, and she's probably, oh my God, why'd you show my face on this video? But it was early in the morning, so don't judge her, and she's nice. I was doing the conversation because I had to show her. She knew the story back then. I said, Mom, she goes, you need to get that fixed, the mirror fixed, Kirk, and I haven't yet, and I got to fix this thing. Because I've been driving for this vehicle for 4 years now, and this mirror has never, it just changed overnight. I mean, you kidding me? And so I've had more at this. The problem I have to explain very in detail, because what's weird about this is that when I was talking to Brother Raleigh, my mother, about this, that I thought the mirror had been, like, I traveled through time or went somewhere and don't know it, and came back to my vehicle that sat on Earth or something and got exposed to this mirror. But I thought maybe the mirror had been changed just itself, not the whole vehicle. That would make sense, except for underneath you'll see me show my mother, unfortunately, because I hit the record, but somehow the audio doesn't record through my phone at the same time for some reason while I'm on the phone when I'm doing the video. So, but anyway, you'll notice that there is a hornet's nest underneath the mirror that has been damaged. So I'm like, wait a minute. I look at that mirror when I'm driving every single day, and there was no hornet's nest until between December 2nd and the 3rd, where it pops up, and now there is a hornet's nest in there. Right? How do the hornets came moved in there and moved out in the night? You gotta be kidding me. Folks, I can't. So I'm going to hit you with some theories that we think, but one of them you're going to laugh at. Raleigh laughed so hard. Let me show it to you. I'm going to try everything. And yes, okay, look. Okay. See how it's got a brown tint to it? And I'll show you. I'm going to go through here. I'm showing my mother. I'm like, look, and the hornet's nest. On the side. There you go. So here's the hornet's nest. They're there. Was not there. Right? And then see how the mirror it's been exposed. And it's not cleaner fluid, by the way. I've tried cleaning it off, and it will not. It has literally been baked by the sun or some kind of heat wave. It's weird, and it's a kind of like a glass mirror. Because Raleigh's asked me, he's done these mirrors. He said, "What? Well, is there a coating?" I said, "No." And I've tried cleaning it, soap and everything, and it will not clean. It is literally like it has been permanently damaged by exposure, long time, 5 to 10 years, and under some kind of sun exposure. See how it's all around? It is crazy. And I thought, well, he goes, well, maybe it was just the mirror got Mandela effect or something changed it. That's true, except for the dang hornet's nest that's under there. What? I'll show you. So I'm gonna clear that. I'll play a little more. So you're just gonna be able to visually see it. I explained to my mother. I said, look how it's burned around the edges and stuff. Look at this. And I said, it's crazy. Because in the center, it's kind of clear in the center a little bit. But you can see how it's like something zapped it. In the center, it's got more of a brownish burn tint around the edges of that circle. Okay. Now, then I go show the other mirror, because the mirror of this vehicle. See, now you can see it. Okay. See how it looks burnt? There's the center. I'm showing her, look, I said around the edge of that center, it's been burnt, brownish, aged, right? So then I go to the other side to show her how the other mirror does not have, the whole side of the vehicle. She goes, anything else been exposed in the vehicle? I said, no, just the mirror. It looks like the only thing that's been damaged by sun exposure. But look at this one. See how clean it is? All right. So I come back around. I'm checking the vehicle. See, and I think the rear end must have been pointed at the sun or something. Okay, and then I come back here and blah, blah, blah. Look. So I explain it again. I'm like, look, Mom, look at the difference of the two mirrors. I said, I can't figure it out, right? So, and then let's see. What else did I show her? I can't remember. So it's 4 minutes long here. I get back in. I think I'll show her again. I said, I know it keeps explaining to her, but we're just like double checking, like trying to understand what's going on with the mirror and the stuff in that, right? Oh, I think I'll go back over there. Yeah, show her again. Sorry. I think she says, go check it again. I want to see the other side of the vehicle. I said, no, nothing else. I'm checking the side of the vehicle, up and down it. I said, is there any other exposure? Oh, the tires. The tires should have been rot. If the whole vehicle sat there, I guarantee those tires would have rotted. You cannot have a vehicle without movement for 5-10 years. There's some kind of, even tires sitting. There should have been some kind of visual, I would assume, on the tires even. You know what I mean? They kind of, sometimes they'll have like a sitting marker or just some kind of decay, I think, 5-10 years. But if the rear end of the vehicle is pointing the sun, and I know that you're like, oh my God, your thing's a mess because I had to move everything, folks. So yeah, it looks like a pig, yeah. But I've had to, because I got a bunch of new stuff for my camping stuff, and I got to rearrange it and fighting the cold. So I was like, my God, Kirk, you need to clean that thing. There's no trash in there, but anyway, it's just got a bunch of junk. All right. Well, anyway, so I can't remember. So I'm just talking to her. Let's see. I don't know. Anyway. So, okay, that's enough of that. So here's the deal. What possibly could happen? Well, let's think about this for a minute. Myself only was somehow time rolled by for the vehicle, and I was taken somewhere or put in when I went to sleep. I slept like what was his name? Rapunzel was it Rapunzel? Oh no, whatever the guy was. And I slept for several years, then woke up or in some kind of state. You call it hibernation state, or like in the spaceship states, and then was awoken again. But and then my vehicle, that side of the vehicle, is exposed. The only problem with that theory is I call my mom every day. So if that happened, right, there would be something with that, right? And so that's not possible. unless time elapsed for everybody else. No, time elapsed for me where I was at and nobody else. I don't know, right? So that's one theory. Well, so you got the idea there, right? We can't explain why I'd be living a different time existence than. Then the other possibility is that I went somewhere and can't remember my conscience, but I have a good dang memory, and I think I'd have some little piece of something that says, God, something happened to you. My body didn't, my hair didn't change, my hair didn't change. So, but maybe I rippled time and went somewhere and came back. Why time was kind of frozen for everybody else. I've seen God show me time freeze before. Or Raleigh said he gotta love this one. He goes, maybe you were sleeping, and no, don't laugh. Keep your eyes open. That a UFO came by and they zapped you with something, bud, and it zapped your vehicle, and it fried the mirror. And then we made this big joke. He said, I'll probably blind him like the Martian, on Bugs Bunny. He said, they're coming to get you, Kirk, the dark angels, the fallen ones with their UFO. And they said, we got him. They go, zap him, we got him. They went to zap me, and then it hit the mirror, bounced back and blinded him. He said, then they crashed and burned into a telephone pole. So so anyway, it's real, my friends. And see, some of these things change, when it's so shocking. I know some of you people have Mandela effects, but this is beyond a Mandela effect. This is not like just an object change. This is like a time change. And I just can't explain it. And, we've seen some wild things, right? What's also weird about that is that mirror used to have that statement at the very bottom that says, objects in this mirror are closer than they appear. But the right-hand side doesn't have that written, and the left doesn't. So, I don't know. I don't know. But the fact is that I can't even drive the vehicle now. And you got to realize, I drove this vehicle every day. And I woke up that morning, I said, what? You got to be kidding me. Because at daytime, because what it is, it creates this, like, you can't, at night is even worse. It creates you can't see through it. It gets, objects are like really rippled and messy. You get like three, it's like blurred versions of vehicles when I look into the mirror. At night, it's impossible. It looks like just a bunch of blob of lights, like a washed out lights. You can't tell what a vehicle is, their headlights, or, it's just all scattered in there, right? So I can't even look at the driver's side mirror now. So I have to fix it. And I didn't use any chemicals on it. I didn't wash it with anything. I just nothing. And, I'm just trying to make sure you understand. I know you like, well, Kirk, you go on this. I'm just saying I've looked at every possibility trying to do a process of elimination. That's how you sometimes prove things. You start marking off the list. And I cannot mark off anything different. Didn't rain that night, didn't do this, didn't that, this, didn't have no chemical, blah, blah, blah. I cannot. So now here's where it gets weird. There's one more thing. I'm sorry, this is long. It's important. What is crazy that night, kid you not, Raleigh and I were talking about mirrors. I had a case in Colorado that I can tell you more. I need to explain it to you. That involved a mirror, me calling Jewish people and trying to understand mirrors and how that they're another dimension. The Stanley Hotel, they have mirrors there. That's what traps the spirits and souls there. Also, the Mormon Church has mirrors that they believe traps spirits as well. They create them in a circle. There's a religion about mirrors where you trap light and souls and we're light beings and all those other things. And we were talking. I said, we need to understand mirrors more, Raleigh. He said, well, let's do this. And I talked about Alice in Wonderland. No, Alice, sorry, no, not that. No. The mirror on the wall, the Mandela effect. Wait, is that Alice in Wonderland? No, Allison through the looking glass. Right? God, I don't know. God, I'm sorry, tired. That was, anyway. And I've seen apparitions in mirrors and things like this. So we're talking about this, right? That was on the 2nd. The next, I said, well, I'm going to call my friend Brett. She's in Oregon, and because she's really good about mirrors and always really diagnosing things. So that's the next day. I call her, and I call her on the 3rd. That's how we, this all unfolded at the same time. And I talked to her about mirrors. I said, can you tell me about mirrors? And she told me some things I don't want to go through right now. And she told me things I didn't know. And it's like it's a whole nother dimension. And I'll do another video about mirrors because I want to do something about that anyway. And so it's kind of like that happened at the same time we're talking about mirrors. And we never talk about mirrors. And all of a sudden, boom, all this stuff started popping up about mirrors. And then I have this mirror change. So there's a supernatural thing there, time, mirror, I don't know. We're talking about mirrors. I have no idea. So, anyway, that's it. Sorry to ramble. God bless and love you all.